Hey y'all, Friday the 13th at Strange Brew in Shreveport, Louisiana. My band Lions May Cry is going to be playing a rock show. It's only $5 cover, 9 p.m. with a very special guest from Dallas, Awaiting Daylight. If you hadn't heard their music, check it out. They're going to kick the show off. Get there early, spread the word, tell your friends. We'll see you there for a good night of rock and roll.
We're all scared of getting old.
All right, there it is, the band Lions May Cry. You've seen them at Strange Brew, you've seen them at Bears, to now in studio, Jimmy Wooten. Jimmy, good morning. How are you doing?
Pretty good, man.
Man, you guys have an exciting show, an exciting band. First to start with the band, how'd you guys get started? How long have you been doing this?
A long time. We've been a band since like 2009. Been putting out records and stuff since then. We've taken a few small breaks just for different reasons, but we kind of kept the music going now.
And for anyone who's seen you guys live, they know you have a lot of energy. Where does all that energy come from?
I don't know. We're really passionate about playing. We love it. Once you get on stage, it just takes over, and you just, I don't know, you kind of become a different person as soon as you get up there.
The power trio, yourself, Laura, Cody. How often do you guys practice? Because you guys sound so good. It sounds like you practice a lot.
Well, we do practice, but we haven't played a lot in the last 3 years because I've been touring as the bass player for Neil McCoy. He's a country artist. So we kind of unintentionally took a hiatus. We played like one show a year since then, but now we're back playing. So we rehearse a few times a week, and just to make sure we're tight and work on new material.
You guys had a great show on the 17th over at Bears, and then last month also played the Band Wars. Got a big show coming up. It's going to be at Strange Brew with the band. Who is at the Band Wars? Awaiting Daylight.
Yep, we're bringing Awaiting Daylight from Dallas. Girl front singer, they're really good. They rock really hard. They're going to come open the show for us on Friday the 13th.
Friday the 13th, man. That's a heck of a date.
Yeah, let me tell you this. I've always liked playing Strange Brew. We've played there through every owner, but since Trey's bought the place, I went up there to put up some flyers the other day, and they've totally redone the PA. It's like a concert-worthy PA. It's always been a good room. They have hundreds of craft beers that you've never had unless you go there and you've had them. But, it's turned into a really great venue. They're having original bands play shows every weekend, and we're just excited to get back in there. It's been a while.
Bringing a lot of people in, and so much music talent here in the Shreveport area. The music scene is really blowing up, isn't it?
I'd have to say, when we started, it was almost on a decline to me, like in 09, a little bit. Good friends of ours, like American Tragedy, they were, they've been one of the biggest or bigger rock bands through their career locally, but, they pretty much don't play. We would do shows with them, it'd be packed shows and stuff. Then I noticed, a little bit of decline. Shayla, they've been at it for about as long as we have as a band, the same members and same band name. Bands tend to change a lot in this area. But now, there seems to be a flood of people playing original music and trying to do stuff now.
You got Lions May Cry, Shayla, Star Chamber, Rella. Now, you guys and Shayla, everyone was saying day 2 of the Band Wars, it's one of these two. It's one of these two.
Well, you just never know when it's a competition. I mean, I normally don't like competitions, but my sister talked me into it, and she said, something good will come out of it. And she was totally right. I mean, even though it's a competition, we all connected all the local bands we live in the same city and could have been playing shows this whole time, and we haven't. But the same week of the Band Wars, we already did the show with Shayla. Now we're bringing a band that we play with at the Band Wars to come play with us, Awaiting Daylight. We actually have a show June 23rd. It's us, Lions May Cry, Shayla, and Rella.
Wow. Where's that going to be
It's
at?
going to be at Strange Brew.
Okay.
We're not promoting it yet because we all have other shows before then, but it's booked, so.
June 23rd?
Pretty sure. Don't quote me on that.
Okay. I'm going to quote you on that. Bars and clubs around town, they say Jimmy Wooten, man. Like you were the man on the guitar, and you've seen it a while ago, and you'll see it here again in a second, but Jimmy, this is amazing, man. You were built to play guitar.
I don't know. I just love playing. I just always grew up playing. My parents were professional musicians. Played music for a living most of my life growing up, and just always had instruments around the house. And it's just a big part of me. I don't know.
Tell me more about your parents being professionals.
Yeah, my mom's a bass player. My dad's a guitar player. They had a band. They still have it called the Gator Dilla Band. They've been a band since like 1983, or even a little before because I was born in '83. So, but yeah, they've been Percy Sledge's backup band. Opened for tons of famous country artists. Won a bunch of contests, and now they still play for fun.
Who were some of your influences growing up?
I'm wearing a Pink Floyd shirt right now. That's one of them. But just classic rock, the blues. My parents played a lot of country music, so a lot of classic country. Pretty much just well-rounded Motown stuff. I mean, anything that's got a good groove and soulful and good playing on it, I've always liked. But I've always, had a place in my heart for rock and roll. There's just something about playing rock and roll on stage, like I was saying, you just get taken over by the spirit of rock and roll. Once you get out there, other bands can relate with that. Just nothing like it.
Man, Friday the 13th is going to be scary good.
Yeah. Yeah.
Show 9 p.m.?
Yeah. So the venue, Strange Brew, it's Friday the 13th, 9 p.m. It's only $5 cover for 2 bands. Awaiting Daylight from Dallas, female singer. She's really good. I don't know, that's all I can say. It's going to be a great show.
A lot of Evanescence comparisons I've heard about Waiting Daylight. I've seen them live a couple times now. They are good.
Yeah, they definitely brought it when we saw them at the Band Wars. They know what they're doing and they know what they want to sound like. They don't sound like they're trying to figure themselves out. You know what I mean? They get out there and do their thing. I do a lot of solo shows. Play covers and some of my solo originals that aren't Lines May Cross songs. They're other type songs that I write.
Okay. What are some of your favorite covers to play?
Man.
If you had to pick 2.
Oh, gosh. I don't know that I can pick 2. Maybe I could pick like 3 artists.
Okay.
When we're Lions May Cry, when we're playing our original shows, we cover War Pigs, Black Sabbath. I really dig that. That was a really heavy, edgy sound for when it came out, and it stands true today. The lyrics, everything. Led Zeppelin covers, we cover a little bit of Kashmir, Led Zeppelin. But, my influences run deep, like I was saying before, so whenever I do a cover gig, I love doing Tom Petty songs, Steve Miller Band, Stevie Wonder, Stevie Ray Vaughan. I love, Jimi Hendrix. I don't know, just that's the kind of stuff that moves me. It's usually guitar-driven and has a rock edge to it,
That Led Zeppelin cover y'all did a couple times, man, that was it.
We just do a little piece of it. It's like paying homage to our influences, Some of the bands we're playing and saying, well, we only play original music, and, ultimately we want people to like our music, but I want people to know where we came from. I mean, you didn't write your original music by something out of thin air. It's from your influences, whether you like Jimi Hendrix or Radiohead or Metallica or whatever. It comes out through your sound. You can hear that's why every band at the Band Wars had a different sound, a little bit different. But I would say there was a lot more rock bands. It was a rock oriented, which actually makes me happy because it means there's still talent out there trying to play rock and roll, and it's not just all going to just straight pop or which is nothing wrong with that. I like a good pop song, but you know what I mean.
Yeah.
The radio's become a little mellow to me across the board.
It has been.
Yeah, and we don't really get the new rock stuff because now we don't have a rock station because Shreveport's market, I guess, calls for classic rock more than new stuff. But
yeah, that was a bit depressing. We have 2 classic rock stations now.
When I was telling you about the scene being really great and then kind of going through a dead spot before, we used to have 92.1 The Buzz.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know if you remember that. That had more alternative stuff. I mean, there was good shows. More bands were coming to town. That weren't so big they had to play CenturyTel, but they'd play a smaller place. And we opened for several people in an old band I was in. But that was that was kind of a different time. Then 99X played some new rock, but yeah, it is sad. Our market's just not. We're not Austin or Dallas or L.A. or even Nashville. I mean, or New York City. I mean, any of those big cities, they still make more money off of classic rock, but there's enough people to facilitate a new rock station.
The name Lions May Cry. Where'd y'all come up with that?
Well, we were trying to come up with a band name. We had our band. We had a lot of songs, but we never played a show together as the original rock stuff. And my sister and I were sitting around, and the word lion or lions kept coming up. I don't know. We were just thinking it was a pretty dominating beast in the wild, you know. And I remember reading something, or maybe I saw it. We don't know. We couldn't remember if I read it or saw it on like Animal Planet or something about the cry of a lion. But it's not like a tear cry. You know, the cry. If you hear the cry of a lion and you're not at a zoo, you should probably like take cover or something. You know what I'm saying? Like, so, but people have taken it the other way, and they, you know, say stuff like, "Do lions really cry?" or whatever. It doesn't bother me any. But the one thing about it, when we found out those three words had never been used before together, you have a unique spot like on the internet to the world. I mean, you Google a band that's called something. I mean, just there's a lot of bands with like one word names, and
Right.
then it's like a car part website or something. You know what I mean? You just don't have the unique identity. That's what I was trying to say. So there's only one Lions May Cry in the whole world. There's no competing.
Before some of those movies, you see the lion on the screen will roar a couple times. Would that be Lions May Cry? Or,
Yeah,
like one of those?
that would be the cry of a lion, I would say.